Hello, hello, and welcome to the channel. My name is Tyrabell. We have a new setup going on. Hopefully you can see me, and this is streaming. Well, hello. Okay, so my name is Tyrabell. Welcome to the channel. I'm super excited to be your reader today, and I'm gonna have 4 piles. It's been a while, so welcome back if you are a returning subscriber, and if you're new here, I'm happy to have you. And let's get it popping. Wow, this quality is just amazing, immaculate. That was a joke. That was sarcasm. So we have 4 piles, like I said before. Remember that readings are for confirmation of what your intuition is already telling you. So if you came to this reading for answers, that is not what it's for. Always trust your intuition and your divine guidance above all else. So you should just be to affirm and confirm. Let's show the piles. We have pile 1, which is the pile 1 is the Thoth deck. Sorry, it's been a while. Pile 2 is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Pile 3 is the Vision Quest deck. And the last deck is the I have to look what it's called, the Ethereal Visions Tarot Luna edition. So that's pile 4. Let's get started with pile 1. Make sure you jump down to the description if you are no longer live with me, and you can find your pile there. Maybe I can mess with these settings so it can be a little better quality for you guys. Let's change this to hopefully that helps the stream. Pile 1, let's get into it. I apologize because it's late night. I think that my camera quality is not going to be the best, so please bear with me, and obviously just listen to the audio. It should be pretty good. I'll try to toy at the settings one more time before I get started with pile 1. There's so many like love songs playing. Okay, hopefully the quality improves. Let's get started with pile 1. Pile 1. So, welcome to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe before I get into your reading. I am pulling cards live today, so it is taking me just a minute to get set up, but I'm happy to have you here. Always trust your intuition above all else. Readings are not for answers. They should confirm what you're already feeling intuitively. So pile 1, you are currently in a reflective period, and I think that you may be reflecting on something that is currently bringing you a lot of emotional bliss, or this could be the bigger picture. This could be family, something that feels very fulfilling in this moment. So you might be spending time with family, and then you might retreat a lot. And whatever this balance is of, self introspection while also enjoying the fruits of your labor, or some sort of emotionally fulfilling circumstance. Whatever that balance is for you at this moment is, I want to say, guaranteed to bring you even more success, bring you even more feelings of fulfillment. So don't feel awkward if you need to retreat or journal or do introspective work, especially if this is a very fulfilling time. So I think Spirit is just confirming, and if that sounds like you, then continue with this reading. You may have a really strong connection to the divine, to your spirit guides. You might even see your spirit guides in like white light. This is the Hermit card, and in this Hermit card, he's holding this really bright light. So you might see bright lights in dark spaces within your room. You might have like animals that see these, orbs or light beings. You also might be experiencing some sort of new beginning, but it's not really new, because whatever it is, it's reaching its peak potential. So it may feel new, but it's bringing you some sort of outcome that you've been cultivating within the shadows, within your own introspective work. So enjoy it. I want to say you are, or you will be, receiving some sort of big check that's going to make you very happy. So be on the lookout for that. Some of you know about it, some of you don't. So there's some sort of income that's going to make you very happy. And I'm hearing Spirit say, spend it leisurely. Spend it leisurely. So we have the Hierophant next. You may be someone who's already in a serious commitment, or this is something that you want, and I heard it's coming for someone else. So take it as it resonates, especially with this key. Some of you work in the entertainment industry, so you may be locked into some sort of contract with someone you know. Someone you know, of course you know this person, but maybe someone you have to work alongside, because the Hierophant can mean serious contracts as well. But for me, it's like serious commitment, and it can also be connecting with your higher power within routines. So you or someone around you is very intuitive. They're stressing again, very emotional. There may be this Queen of Cups. I want to say it's emotional. So if this is you, if you're a female, you're taking your emotions inward. You are actually feeling through them. And Spirit is like giving you the green light to embrace how you feel, especially if it has to do with some sort of serious commitment. It's safe to love back in that scenario. And if you are not this Queen of Cups, you know, you may be thinking about a Queen of Cups. And I'm hearing safe scenario. So this could be someone that you feel safe with. The Queen of Cups is usually someone very nurturing and mothering, kind, compassionate. And I think the best advice to, especially if you can see the bigger, grander picture due to whatever connection you have with Spirit, it is important to let the moment be what it's meant to be. And sometimes that does mean embracing how you feel fully, even if that doesn't change the current circumstances or scenario. So I want to say no to any doubt at this time. This is a really positive spread. It's a very positive spread. So we have happiness. This is the 9 of Cups. This is, again, so you had the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. So I want to say, like, again, whatever you've been like committed to, working on, locked into your routines. This could be work related. Whatever you've been building, it's like it might feel new because you're finally reaching some sort of happiness, contentment within it. But it's not new because you've been maybe visualizing it, intuitively feeling it. And it's okay to feel new feelings of like sentimental, like feeling more sentimental than usual at this time. And Spirit is really asking you to savor the circumstances. So when this new wave of blessings or happiness comes in, contentment, just know that is your confirmation that you are moving towards better times, or that you have finally reached a more solid ground, I want to say. And whatever choices you've had to make up to this point, Spirit is just affirming that you made the right choice and it does get better. So now just make sure that you are like watering your seeds. So it's like, it feels like a new beginning, but it's really not a new beginning. Does this make sense? Hopefully this makes sense to you, Pal 1. Make sure if you're having dreams at this time, you are interpreting them, even if there are spicy details or difficult details. It doesn't necessarily mean bad things. Really break it down. Don't take it too logically, too literally, so that you can really get to that higher message. All right, let's pull some confirming oracle cards for you, Pal 1. I have a very squeaky chair, so I apologize in advance. So someone's going to be receiving a gift. And it's not just going to be one gift, it's multiple gifts. like as a thank you from the universe or a congratulations from the universe. Also, as I got into this pile, like my breath, like I started breathing only like in my upper chest area instead of like my diaphragm, my lower like belly. Someone's like making really short, shallow breaths. So make sure you're deep breathing, like focusing on your breath work. Especially if you're feeling like short of breath these days, you're breathing like up instead of down. And when we breathe down, it's like how we stay grounded and connected. So again, going back to, if you've been feeling a little recluse, especially if you're around family, or a group that really makes you feel like they are family, don't judge yourself if you need to dial back or do any type of introspective work, or if you feel like communicating in a way that's more introspective. It's how you're accessing your divine guidance from spirit. So don't let people judge you for your maybe shyness, or for you being a bit like timid or pulled back. Especially if you're experiencing some new levels of joy or happiness at this time, fulfillment, it is your way of savoring it. So Spirit is like, capitalize on that and make use of your time as you will, as you want. It's important that you are, making time for yourself. So I want to say again, stressing again, that this pile is very connected to Spirit. So Spirit would deem you a warrior of light. So really continue to dispel darkness, and how we inspire others is important, because it is how we, reveal our true selves. And so if there is something in your environment that brings you a lot of inspiration, lean into it, but vice versa, be a light to other people, be a spiritual warrior. So have gratitude for the inspiration that is readily available to you. I want to say you're going to get some sort of news, again, a check, letter in the mail within the next few days or a few hours. And it is going to indicate a new beginning for you. And again, though this might feel like a new beginning, soulfully, emotionally, intuitively, this is not new. If anything, you're reaching a new peak, and then you're going to continue to move forward from that peak. So that's why Spirit is indicating that it's new. So continue clearing out space, especially if there is someone who reaches out to you from the past that you might not want to move forward with. It's okay to, clear space and let that person go if there's ingenuine people that want to connect with you. So if you are pulling back your energy from those types of people, Spirit is like, we support that decision. And other than that, there might be some good news, again, indicating moving forward. That might bring you some joy, some happiness. So maybe you were thinking that there was going to be something better on the horizon, and Spirit is just again confirming there is something better, and they hope that you choose your future. So if you have to quit a job, if you have to, call some sort of ingenuine circumstances out, some sort of deception out, do so. I normally have my dice at this time, but I don't have them tonight, so I think I'm going to go ahead and conclude this message here. I think it was pretty straightforward. So if you have any more lingering questions, you can go to the playlist where I have a bunch of different readings and shuffle. Otherwise, you may choose another pile within this reading. If this resonated with you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. I will try to figure out my streaming circumstance so that you guys have a better quality video for next time. But in the meantime, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, comment, and I hope that you enjoyed this message. And I hope that you have a good full moon. Let's move on to pile 2. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. I hope that you are having a good day, night, evening. I apologize for my streaming quality, but if you're down for the ride, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video so that we can spread the good cheer and the good word and get this video some good algorithm push, and this channel some good algorithm push. And again, readings are for confirmation of what your intuition is already telling you. So if you hear anything that you're not enjoying, make sure you only take what resonates and leave the rest. So with that, I want to say you might be drawn to another pile. You could be a water sign. If not, that is okay. I want to say that you may have gotten some sort of new opportunity or some sort of new guidance. And that can be in the form of spiritual guidance, but it could be just a door that opened for you and it's put you to work in some way. And I think that you are naturally a very intuitive person or emotionally adept person. So there's a lot of willpower and determination that is needed as you move along this path, especially with any uncertainty or unexpected challenges or maybe even questions that you may have within yourself, like, why did I start this journey, or what will this lead to? So how you feel is very precious, and spirit is like, channel more of your energy into what you would like to see. Be very intentional and really determined. Determination is the big word for you, pile 2. This could have to do with a relationship, if not a work relationship. But I want to say it's a relationship. And maybe there is some clarity as to your own shadow nature, some, things that you were not able to address prior to meeting this person or meeting this opportunity. So if there is someone around you that you feel that deep soul connection to, but maybe they highlight some of your shadow sides, spirit is like, honor that clarity, take note, because collecting information on yourself or even the shadow nature of others is very important to your journey and to moving through uncertainty. So if the circumstance is making you aware of your shadow nature, I want to say I'm hearing instant gratification. So any limerence, childhood wounding, poor decision making, maybe even projection, things like this. So I want to say there is some sort of karma that you will be experiencing very soon or have already experienced. And you might be in denial of said karma. And there is a bit of fear. Hello, Arisha. I love that name. Thank you for subscribing. I am not doing personal readings tonight, but maybe this may resonate with you. So continue listening, continue watching. Thank you for being here. So I want to say within these new changes, this karma that you're experiencing, there may be a lot of like passion and impulse. And I guess Spirit is saying to make sure that you're leaning into reality rather than fear. And again, you might be drawn to another pile, but breath work is really important. And karma, however you're interpreting the word karma as I'm saying it will tell you a lot about yourself. Do you view it as good? Do you view it as bad? And if you are doing that shadow work at this time, you may see, because of past experiences, your shadow nature as impulsive, maybe overly passionate in a negative way that doesn't serve you. So karma, retribution, I want to say, I don't know if that's the right word, but the way that we can make the most of our mistakes is using that shadow nature to benefit us instead of ridiculing it. So make sure you're breathing at this time, because I want to say you have positive change and positive karma on your side. So make sure you're not leaning into too much fear. Sorry, I have not been showing you guys these cards. So here's this Two of Wands, the change, the path forward, the willpower. Here's the Lovers, the beautiful Lovers card. Here's the Wheel of Fortune, the change. And I want to say some of these changes you began to see them in Taurus season. The last card is the Hierophant. So this is higher commitment. I want to say you may be focused heavily on your money projects, getting grounded, and maybe you want like a solid income that's going to not only serve your daily routines, but your beliefs, your belief systems, like your spiritual beliefs even. So you may feel like a beginner when it comes to whatever you're focused on financially, even if it feels like a larger commitment. And you may be working on this in secret. It may be because you want higher commitment. You may want to get married. And Spirit is just saying, like, focus on yourself. I think it's so you don't end up projecting. So you don't project onto the circumstance something that's, maybe still a part of that shadow work. And this isn't a good time to feel left out, feel FOMO. If you're focusing on yourself and pouring into your own needs, creating in secret, building in secret, you won't have time to think about if you're being left out or not, Easier said than done. All right, let's get some oracle. I don't know who's texting me this late at night. I actually do know who's texting me this late at night. Okay. So I want to say, pile 2, don't overcomplicate things. Literally, he just said in this song, Simmer Down, it's Strawberry Bubblegum by Justin Timberlake. So we have the wisdom card. You are reviewing things at this time, yourself, your circumstances, and I would say how you behave within romantic relationships or within partnerships just generally. It could be at work. So whatever wisdom you're gaining is going to help you to renew. If you're seeing owls, that is your sign and your confirmation that this reading is for you. Your animal totem at this time might be an owl, so you can look that up. Or you can like get a little trinket with an owl on it to remind yourself of your own wisdom. You might be seeing the number 7, or that could be your lucky number. We also have the card of safe travel. Keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. Looks like this. And these are my spell casting cards, so you could say that as an affirmation. Whatever change you're going through, it could involve travels, but on the card, it's a boat moving through a storm. So if things feel rocky because you're doing that shadow work, Spirit is just affirming you will make it to the other side safely and you'll be fine. Hello, Sanskriti Casey. Welcome to the chat. So you might also be seeing 222. That could be your confirmation that this is also your reading and your message. So this card says, took a shower and even washed my hair. So when I said focusing on you, those self-care, small self-care needs can feel really insignificant, but they're super significant. So make sure that you're focusing on yourself in those types of ways. Also, if you have any sort of, if you're having moments where you're catching yourself indulging in thoughts of like greed or possessiveness, jealousy, those are shadowy thoughts. Catch yourself in it, obviously without shame. Know that we are all human, but these are the things that Spirit wants you to wisen up about, and also within connection. So if you're being reflected that back, take note. Take note. It is going to be a part of how you're moving forward with willpower, with determination. And when you're doing this self-care work, it is good to set intention with the universe about what you actually want. Especially if you're figuring out or realizing that a shadow has been kind of running the show in some way. So what is it that you really want? If this wasn't there, if this wound didn't exist, this childhood wound wasn't there. And not that happens overnight, but it is time to start actualizing and affirming to yourself what it is that you actually want and not being stuck within that wound. Because if you feel you deserve more, I believe you deserve more. So it's also, if someone is moving beyond like player ways, it's time to move beyond those player ways. So that is the message. I want to say there's a masculine here, but there's also a feminine here. So make sure you, especially if you're just joining the message, go back, listen to it, apply it where it applies. Because relationships are a two-way street. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile 3. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I hope that this resonated or that you heard something that you liked. If not, check out the playlist. Make sure you shuffle through it. Or you can pick another pile. Thank you again, tyrabell. See you in the next reading. Sanskriti, I normally do offer live readings, but I'm not doing them tonight. So I'm just hoping that you'll find something within this live that resonates. I have 2 more piles to get to, so stick around. But no, I am not answering any questions tonight because I want to go to bed. But thank you for being here. The song that's playing is Cry For You by Jodeci. Hello, Pile 3. I am ready to read for you. Happy to have you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm so happy to have you here. And always remember that readings are for confirmation of what your intuition is telling you. So if you hear something that you don't like, just discard. I'm hearing a lot of things for this pile. You chose the Vision Quest deck. Jodeci Cry For You playing. There's a lot going on here. And I did hear, for you, Pile 3, instant gratification. So I want to say beware, especially if you're feeling vulnerable for the moment being, if you're feeling any sort of insecurity or vulnerability, make sure that you check your, decision making, your impulses, so that you don't reach for low hanging fruit at this time. Keep your standards high. You are that girl, that guy. I want to say act as if it already is. So if there's something that you are ambitious about at this time, act as if. I think you're also trying to clear your energy and aura of something that could be, a little, challenging. So we have the 5 of Earth, insecurity. So I want to say if there's any sort of financial things going on, make sure you're setting intention so you can feel that sense of courage and confidence in what you're calling in for yourself. If you have if you feel like you're a channel yourself, make sure you're sharing information, especially if it has to do with any root chakra, childhood wounding, money advice for people. If you're like a financial guru, put some information out into the universe. This is also how you're attracting those things to yourself. Call it in. And I want to say stand in your confidence. This is also how you're kind of standing up for your inner child. So if there's any vulnerabilities that are surfacing at this time, this is how you're going to meet them. I want to say there is something around you that's a trap. So I hope that you see it clearly, and that I hope that you're able to get focused through this energy. We have, sorry for all the smacking. My chair is also a little noisy. I apologize. And my stream is a little laggy. I apologize. Anyway, so we have the Mother of Earth. She is a Taurian Venus ruled goddess. And in this deck, she has a child. So you might be a mother, you might be a nurturer of some kind, but she's also very secure in herself, and I want to say someone who does have their things together within the material realm. So I want to say there is some sort of unhealthy circumstances around you. So if there's people around you that try to challenge your position or your security, sense of self, especially if you're a mother, make sure that you're stepping into your clarity or moving out of a circumstance to a new circumstance, so that you can, I want to say, live fearlessly and actually stand in your grounded, Mother of Earth energy. So you might be receiving some clarity about some unhealthy relationship dynamic around you where you're being challenged, and Spirit is like, well, these insecurities might be there, but you are still this Mother of Earth. It doesn't change, but your inner child needs that reminder. And it could also be your children need that reminder. So you might be facing some sort of doubt at this time. I'm also hearing humiliation. So if someone is trying to really test you, test your boundaries, it's bringing up that sense of sorrow, and it's bringing up that sense of self-doubt. Whatever, circumstance that might be, you may have overextended yourself or burdened yourself. So there is some sort of action that Spirit wants you to take in order to move away from uncertainty, away from self-doubt, and away from unhealthy relationship, so that you can make better investments. Or maybe it's something that you're contemplating and you want to do it and you're not being encouraged. So it's like, do it. Do it. So let's get some confirmations. Start acting as if it already is. I want to say also that lust is deceiving. Make sure you're protecting yourself. Let's get some oracle. Yep. I love when we go to oracle and it's like, yes, that was the message. Tyra, thank you. And I'm like, no, thank you for making my job easy. Okay. This is crazy. This is a crazy message. Confidence, 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 pile 3. And your affirmation for the next few days is, I will not stress what I cannot control. So we have a lot of clarifiers. So we have the joy card. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. And then also we have the abundance card. Goddess of abundance and divine. Goddess of abundance divine. Let me thrive. Let fortune be mine. Sorry, Spirit is asking me to slow down. I started racing because I felt like these were just reaffirming the message, but there must be more. So joy and abundance. Joy and abundance. Yes, you're welcome, Promise Walker. Thank you for being here. So again, have confidence in what you're doing. I know that there might be feelings of anxiousness and stress, especially if you are dealing with unhealthy circumstances, but be joyous. You are abundant. So I see someone going shopping, running errands, and, making that very whimsical, romanticizing the day-to-day tasks. I want to say like someone holding like a drink and going shopping, getting like their latte for the day. So again, the lust card came out. So there's something you're learning about lust at this time. In instant gratification, how lust can also prey on your insecurities. So it can leave you worse than you started. If that's what you're learning at this time, address it without shame. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We are human. This card says bravery is the authenticity to be unhindered by failures, to walk with freedom, strength, and hope in the face of the unknown. So again, I will not stress what I cannot control. Make sure you're relaxing at this time and expecting growth and abundance within this circumstance. Whoever you're dealing with, whatever unhealthy circumstances is, they might be very like prone to stalking or, being very attentive to what you're doing. So you might feel that pressure. I want to say, especially if this has to do with your money, you might feel distrustful towards certain people, and I think that you should. So make sure you're protecting your money and yourself at this time. Do not try to rush to explain things to people that are set out to misunderstand you. Rushing into anything is a sign of weakness. Also, rushing to explain things is a sign of weakness. And you're not a weak person. So you have nothing to prove. I just want to remind you that. And people who have low esteem or no morals are not more powerful than those who take their time and know their value. So I think sometimes we think someone who's getting to something faster or has the most sarcastic comment, like who can be the most cold is winning at something, when really they just lack the ability to feel or give love in most cases due to whatever they've experienced. So that's not necessarily winning, is it? Stay confident, stay you, be authentic, relax. You are abundant, protect your coins. I do see it getting better. And you will be taking the right action after maybe feeling burnt out and investing into something or a relationship that causes you to feel stress. So, time to start acting as if it is moving away from maybe one romantic circumstance to another. I don't know, pile 3. How does it go? I see multiple scenarios here. Comment below the details, the gory details. I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile 4. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video and if it resonates. The last card that I pulled says, I'm only as free as I make myself. So you are never stuck. Make sure you get grounded and see yourself clearly. Spirit wants you to see yourself clearly. And you might need to put your last foot down with somebody. I think they've had enough tries at it or enough chances. And maybe you can't handle that circumstance anymore. And Spirit's like, you're right. Especially if it's creating more sorrow and more instability. Spirit's like, you have no choice right now but to be a confident person. So do what you got to do. Make the necessary adjustments. All right, we're moving on to pile 4. Like, comment, and subscribe to this video if it resonated. And thank you for being here. I'm going to figure out my streaming and make sure it's better for you guys in the future. So I appreciate you being here. We are about to start pile 4. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Before we get started, I am your girl tyrabell. I'm so happy to be reading for you. If you're new here, there's tons of more readings where this came from. It'll all be linked down below. Also, this is more than a tarot channel. Make sure you view our our daily vlogs and etc. etc. I'm gonna stop talking now. Remember that remember that readings are for confirmation of what your intuition is telling you, and I apologize for the lag. I will get it figured out the next time I'm on here. It just had been a while, so I really wanted to make sure I connected with you guys. And T-Way, you chose the Ethereal Visions Tarot Luna Edition deck. Okay, I was hearing vocational learning, if that means anything to anyone. I was also hearing Dungeons and Dragons. If these do not resonate, that's okay. These are just things I was hearing in my clairaudience, clairsentience. What else? I want to say trust issues, pile 4. Are we dealing with a little bit of trust issues? That's something to ask yourself. But let's get into it. And then you can tell me if this is your pile and if this resonates. So we have the Empress. This is like such a stunning card. Like, what? What? I hope you guys can see it. It's beautiful. She's cute. So the Empress is like the most abundant card for me in my decks. Like, the Empress is someone who is, you know, a mother to be. She's very nurturing. She's all of the queens in one. So she is creativity, she is smarts, she is finance in abundance, and she is earthy, and she's also water. She's emotion, she's intuition. So she's all the above, and she's also beauty. There may be a circumstance that's very taxing to your energy and maybe making you feel a little burnt out or drained. There might actually be a circumstance that has drained you financially, and this might have to do with relationships. So this doesn't have to be present. This can be a past circumstance. And I think it's taught you that superficial labels within connections are not serving you, especially as the Empress. You know, you cannot lend this abundant, wonderful, juicy, ripe, fertile energy just to anyone, especially if that means a superficial connection where we're just calling each other boyfriend, girlfriend. The Empress is not a boyfriend, girlfriend. She's the wife, husband, right? She's the wife. For sure, she's a wife. So I think it's very dangerous to give in to superficial labels, because you could be lending yourself to a predatory relationship, and you can be resentful because you feel drained of your resources, or even energy. So I want to say it's important to know who you are and know your value at this time, and be very intentional with the attention that you give to people, and intentional with the energy that you give to things at this time. I want to say with this Temperance card, this is like the Fix-It Angel. It's not the Star card. So normally the Star card is like healing, but I actually do see this as healing in this spread. So finding moderation and finding balance. And remember that balance is not 50-50. So especially if we're dealing with a relationship, and let's say you want to play the feminine role, then that would mean that you would not receive 50-50. It wouldn't be a 50-50 dynamic for you. So imagine you're baking a cake. You wouldn't put 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of eggs. You would do 1 to 2 eggs and a cup of flour. That's moderation, right? It's not half and half. It is finding an equilibrium and being alchemical. So if there was any conflict or stress that you've experienced, especially whatever was on your mind, whatever's surfacing at this time as you're hearing these words, Spirit is like that stress and conflict needs to be resolved. And the best thing you could do is lend that fear to your angels, especially if you are being like you yourself, you may have options if you're being treated like an option. But there, for someone else, you might have multiple options, and they might be exuding like, I don't know how to explain it. Like they might be competing for your time and attention as well. So as best as you can, moderate where you're giving your energy. And I want to say through this process, make sure you're releasing trust issues. I think otherwise you will continue to draw in more stress and conflict. If you're living in that past circumstance, easier said than done. But that's why I was seeing this Temperance card as like healing. So I want to say like be very selfish with your energy. You have every right to be. Do not be people pleasing anyone at this time, but I don't think I have to say that, right? So we have the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is someone who is in the public eye or is receiving some sort of recognition, some sort of acclaim, or you could just be a very popular person. So this is the Victory card. I want to say you will be victorious over whatever trauma you may have experienced. I'm hearing superficiality and I'm hearing trickster energy. So if there was someone who put on a face, put on a front, it was very fabricated, you will be victorious over that circumstance or that karmic circumstance. But it's also important to remember that relationships are reflections, right? So it is important to let go of the need to be right, which is hard to hear, especially if you feel like you've been wronged. It is important to let go of the drama because you don't want to carry that with you into this victory, especially if you're stepping into a public space or a space where you are known or recognized. It's like you don't want to take that baggage with you. So let go of the need to be right. I want to say you have a lot of juicy energies and juicy options around you. And this time period of getting balance is essential. Let's get some clarifiers. And I want to say, as much as we don't want to hear it, our karmic relations can result in, us building up our own esteem and experiencing, more confidence and courage. it's not fun to hear that we are reflections and that we're meant to learn from each other and experience certain things. But now it's time to release the stress of the circumstance. And Spirit is saying it's not time for giving up. The song that's playing is Baby I Don't Mind by Sunny Colin. So I want to say there's a lot of fear, especially if you do feel like you have options. It could bring up a lot of fear that's creating a lot of trickster false impressions, if that makes sense. And if that does not resonate, don't take it, because I'm not trying to gaslight nobody, but that's how I'm seeing it here. And I don't want you to play it safe. Spirit doesn't want you to play it safe. And this card says, until you change your thinking, you will always recycle your experiences. So that is literally the message. I want to say there's definitely someone thinking of you very fondly. If not one person, there's multiple. So you're very attractive, very beautiful, very popular. Right now, finding your balance. I want to say working on your solar plexus, your warmth, empowerment, and maybe resolving some anger issues, trust issues, fears of feeling powerless, especially if that's what you've experienced in love. So we have the love card. Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. So cute. And these are my spell casting cards, so you can say this as an affirmation if necessary, or if you want. So this card says, let go of fear now. Clear, heavy, toxic, ego-based thoughts. So that is what you're doing right now. You're cleansing and clearing your aura. Your angels are near. And I want to say be proud of yourself. You are doing a good job. Doing this introspective work isn't easy. And, meeting that reflection in a partner that feels, or a relationship, even if it was in the past, can be tough. So not to downplay your experience, but it is time to, set the ego aside. Make sure you're getting out and getting social. I know you've been through a lot, Pal 4, but I think that you have some good prospects on the future, especially within the realm of love, and or good options, however you want to say it. Sorry, I feel like I don't want to leave this just yet. Let's get one more card. I'm hearing fancy. Someone might be going to like a fancy dinner or having fancy dinners. I want to say someone drives a fancy car, fancy clothes, luxury. And whoever this suitor is like they want to carry your bag. They want to carry your bags. They're very sweet. I really think that that's all they're going to say. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing. So prepare for this victory. It could be in the form of being recognized. It could also just be in the form of overcoming some sort of karmic difficulty that you experienced that became a trauma, that became a pattern. And it could be not just from this life or from your parents, but from a past life as well. So that is something to consider. Okay, powerful. I'm gonna leave it there, though I want to keep going. I'll get back on here soon. Again, this is more than a tarot channel, so make sure you look at our vlogs. I channel messages in those videos as well, so You won't miss anything. And I hope that you like this. I hope that it resonated. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to see you guys later. And have a great night. Goodbye.